Mothership is under attack. Yeah, by us. So yes, this is the final fight. Mechagodzilla is the final boss of the game. He's the he's the toughest monster in this game by far. Because his attacks are varied, they are dangerous, and he can absorb enemy attacks like it's nobody's business. Seriously. And he's also so big and heavy that there's not a whole lot of knockback when you do successfully attack him. I'm not doing well. Yes. What the heck? I am Mechagodzilla 2. I will break down your face into the ground. Mungo. So he's got those missiles in his hands, he's got lasers in his eyes, he's got a laser in his torso. And by the way, he can fly, as I think we might be seeing later on. But even though he's he's incredibly tough at close range, he is a lot harder to beat. He actually is a lot easier to beat, sorry, when he's out in this main area of the mothership like this. The Vortok constructed an arena for him with with a force field all around it, but if you destroy those force field conductors, you can go out into the main area of the Vortok mothership. That could have... Oh look, a building! I think I'll walk into it. It's a nice touch of attention to detail that the military of the Vortok is going to try and attack you as well here. I don't think they ever do attack Mechagodzilla, even if he's the one who does the most damage. But I guess it does make sense, seeing as he's their weapon and all. Oh, great. Mechagodzilla in rage mode is dangerous. Even more dangerous than regular Mechagodzilla. I think you already knew that, though. Oh, great. Oh, no, this is not good. I am not doing so well up here. What the heck? That was his rage mode attack. He basically shoots everything at once, but he shot everything into an empty building. What is this, AI starting to malfunction or something? Oh, well. Crap. That's another annoying thing about the AI in this game. It will go after the nearest power-up it can find. Oh yeah, he can fly too. And he can stop flying at precisely the right time. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Clog. Crap, Mechagodzilla with those energy power-ups is a dangerous foe indeed, but he does have one thing. We do have one thing that he doesn't. Our atomic ray actually goes further than his laser vision. Oh, this is our big chance, and down you go! We've won! We've won! Poof. Now that is how you win a fight. Hello?
Your monster has defeated our ultimate weapon and escaped.
Darn it.
Our campaign to seize your planet has been thwarted. For now. But we will return, Earthlings. We will return.
Oh. Yeah, Alan's a friend of mine who owned this game before me. But that was Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. It is a really, really, really fun game, and I recommend you try it out. Even though it has graphics for early GameCube years, it still looks pretty darn good, and it's definitely playable, and it is a lot of fun. Before this game came out, there were very, very, very few games available to the West that were good and that had Godzilla in them. Probably the best known is the Godzilla NES game that the angry video game nerd went over, and even he, in the very end, says that the Atari Pipeworks games were definitely the best thing of Godzilla games to come out to a Western audience. These games were actually what really got me back into Godzilla after my only two experiences with the franchise were Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, which was a lame movie, and the 1998 Godzilla movie, which was not a whole lot better, to be honest. Happy, happy, joy, joy, schneer, David Costello. Thank you very much. Dave Slappy Brown. Matthew Britt Guzenda. Mr. Soup. Who is Mr. Soup? I'm not Mr. Soup. Kenny G. Eorge. Kenny George. JC. Hey, JC. Heather Hall, Elsa Derivis, and much sugar for Kurt Busch. These are some great... That was the best end credits I've ever seen in one of these games. Who is Mr. Soup? We may never know the answer. I'm a little surprised that the Godzilla theme, that thing we've been hearing the whole time is the classic Godzilla theme. That is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, but it's not quite over yet. There are two monsters that we did not see in Adventure Mode, and we are about to see them just now. They are, as a matter of fact, one of them is unlocked by beating Adventure Mode on any difficulty, and the other one is unlocked by playing as one of those monsters and going through Adventure Mode on medium or higher difficulty. But before we go through that, there's a gallery here I'd like to show off. The gallery here unlocks a bunch of different monsters that you might like to see in their conceptual phases and lots of concept art. This is a couple of drawings of Anguirus. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, so you're going to want to freeze frame them on your computer if you want to get a really good long look at them. Oh, I guess that was an early poster. Here's Godzilla trashing an apartment complex, and here's Godzilla and Mechagodzilla in the news, and here's Godzilla going and meeting his movie-going fans up close and personal, and there's Gigan wondering why his visor is malfunctioning, and there's an early version of Godzilla, and there's Godzilla and four of his guys, and this thing's going too fast. I'm going too fast for even me. Ooh, Godzilla in the early stages looked even more intimidating than he does here. Oh, looks like that's an early storyboard for exactly what they look like. There's a close-up of that freeze tank we saw earlier on. Mechagodzilla again. Godzilla going through his town on a brisk summer day. Boom! Godzilla! Ah! I think that was a storyboard for the opening cutscene. Hey, it's a map of Monster Island. Godzilla flinging Mechagodzilla into a building, Godzilla picking Mechagodzilla up before flinging him into a building, Godzilla wrestling with Mechagodzilla, and Godzilla delivering a good uppercut after getting smacked in the face himself. That looks like an early screenshot for a beta of the game. There's the Vortok Commander, there's a bunch of alien monster shit. It's going too fast. Huh, Godzilla doesn't seem phased at all, but Mechagodzilla definitely felt that atomic ray. There's Destroyer, Mecha King Ghidorah, and a final shot of Anguirus, and some final shot of Demon Anguirus. Damn. So, we're going to be going versus mode with those two monsters I mentioned. Godzilla 2000 is a different monster, and Orga is the monster who fought Godzilla 2000 in the movie Godzilla 2000. Actually, I think I'll play it in Tokyo at night, because Tokyo at night was where Godzilla 2000 took place, the final battle between Godzilla and Orga. Godzilla 2000 is just the redesigned version of Godzilla that they used in that movie, and Orga is this giant alien monster that was actually a failed clone of Godzilla that didn't turn out as well as they'd hoped. Yes, Godzilla 2000 has a red atomic ray instead of the blue one of Godzilla 90s, and Orga has a lot of moves that are sort of based on wrestling moves. Orga is a big brute, and he has some really, really impressive hand-to-hand combat skills. He is dangerous. Ouch. Mutual all kill. You let Orga hit you good and hard, then the game could be over very quickly. He's picking you up in one hand. Boing. Ah, up there. In case you didn't notice it, that was the final monster that we'll see in the game. That'll be you can probably go back and freeze frame it if you want. That was Hedra. Hedra is a giant monster created by... Oop, there he is again. Created by smog and noxious smoke that sometimes flies around the arena. Hedra is best known as the Smog Monster from Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. Oof. Orga's shoulder cannon is nothing to sneeze at either. But while Hedra is flying around the stage, your energy meter will refill much more slowly. For some reason, Hedra left right there, which is why it's refilling so much more quickly this time. On the other hand, you could, if your Hedra is seriously annoying you, you can get rid of him with a blast from whatever energy weapon you've got. So he's not that big an annoyance. He's just something that pops up every so often. Sadly, Hedra was not in any of the later Atari or Pipeworks games, although he has made an appearance in the newest Godzilla game, from what I've heard. Orga, sadly, has not made an appearance in that game. Orga's sort of the super secret monster that shows up at the very end because you have to defeat Adventure Mode after unlocking everybody else with Godzilla 2000. Wait for it. Ow. Ow! This is starting to sting. Yay! Well, that was it. Yeah. So, we'll be playing No, we won't be playing anything Godzilla related next week. Next time we meet, we will be playing Sonic Adventure 2. I'll see you then. Farewell.